These latest headlines from ABC15 are sponsored by Lerner and Rowe Injury Attorneys. One call, that's all.
I'm Jordan Bonke with your top stories from the ABC15 Arizona newsroom. We are monitoring a few high-profile cases in the valley that are set for court dates this week. First, the man accused of killing a woman in Scottsdale is due in court tomorrow. Ian Mitchum, accused of killing Allison Feldman in her home a decade ago. A battle over DNA evidence had stalled the case for years after the Arizona Supreme Court decided that it could be used at trial. Mitchum and his team appealed to the U.S. Supreme Court, and that appeal was denied earlier this year, opening the doors for this day in court. The jury is expected to be selected tomorrow. Also in court tomorrow, the Tempe grandmother accused of child abuse in the death of her 13-year-old granddaughter, Melanie Lujan. She died last month after her grandmother, Virginia, called authorities to report that the young girl was not breathing. Virginia told them that Melanie had fallen down the stairs but didn't immediately seek that medical care. Police say that Lujan and Melanie's mother, Jamie Hodges, kept Melanie in a cage constructed underneath a bunk bed. And later this week, that teen suspected in a deadly stabbing at a Maryville high school will also be in the courtroom. Chris Aguilar pleading not guilty to first-degree murder a month ago. Authorities say that Michael Montoya was stabbed in a classroom in August and happened in August. Aguilar is being charged as an adult.
These are roughly 90,000 cubic feet, just for a visual. That's about 90,000 basketballs inside. We will have some ride balloons out here giving tethered balloon rides that are even bigger than that, but they all run off of propane, and families get to come out and walk right up to these balloons. The kids are trick-or-treating at each one of the balloons.
The spooktacular Hot Air Balloon Festival returns this weekend, bringing magic, candy, and a family fun to the night sky. It continues tonight from 5 to 9 p.m. The sun is setting a little sooner. It's more than the hot air balloons because there's pumpkin decorating, trick-or-treating stations, a kid zone, there's slides and more. So we checked on those ticket prices. And for adults, they range from $21 to $30, and kids from $3 to $12. It's about 50 of kids that are 3 to 12. It's about $13 to $17. Are also happening today. Scottsdale, they'll be celebrating its 9th annual Dia de los Muertos Festival. The event will have traditional altars, music, and a procession through the Civic Center. This year includes a first-time performance by a folk ballet company from Mexico. Most of those events are free. And the Girl Scouts are famous for their cookies, but as one Valley mom has found out, there's so much more to this organization, as they are really helping kids go places.
So yes, everybody knows about cookies. Cookies is like the biggest thing in Girl Scouts. Girl Scouts has 5 skills. There's that cookie season teaches our girls. And what other organization can teach a kindergartner business skills? And show them what it's like to run a business. So we teach them business ethics, money management, goal setting, decision making, and people skills. So that's the core of cookie season and what the girls learn. My Girl Scouts are currently cadets, and it's all about challenging themselves, learning about what they can do in the world, community, and serving others. It builds leaders, and each stage there's a leadership portion to that. It makes me feel really happy for them and proud. I've actually seen it a few different times in my girls through the different camping experiences they've learned. Our girls went indoor skydiving, and they did a whole STEM lab on that, and it was very challenging for the girls. And I just remember seeing these little girls when they were kindergartners kind of just like scared to go camping and go outside and learn what it was to be without their parents. And then now my girls, they've done high ropes course, they've done indoor skydiving, they've done parasailing, they've done horseback riding, they've done snorkeling, and all of these opportunities have happened because of Girl Scouts.
Really nice temperatures to start off your day. Up in the high country, north of 6,500 feet in elevation, 66 degrees near Route 66 in Flagstaff, 79 in Sedona, and then over near the hotter part of our state, 89 degrees in Lake Havasu City, 89 for us here in the valley today. So we move outside across state 48, 90 degrees across the western part of our state, Window Rock at 68, Sedona at 74. Overnight, one freezing temperature, that's at Window Rock right there, 35 in Flagstaff, 62 in Gila Bend, and then 48 in Stafford as well. Here's the deal. High pressure, once it moves out, a bigger form of high pressure moves in. Pacific Northwest, they're the ones that are getting the storms. We're staying dry. That's good for Halloween because check out the forecast. 88 degrees before we hit 90 later on this week. Dips back down, 60s for Flagstaff, lows in the 30s. For the latest headlines, weather and traffic, you can head to abc15.com or download the always free ABC 15 mobile app. Have a great Sunday, everybody.
These latest headlines from ABC 15 are sponsored by Lerner and Rowe Injury Attorneys. One call, that's all.